Hey everybody, it's your buddy's pal Anthony. Let's talk about Batman 149. Spoilers after the intro. Steve, hit it please. Batman 149 really just serves as tying up loose ends for all the Zur stuff that's happened recently in the book. It's actually called the Prisons Epilogue, and really it's a placeholder until the Absolute Power storyline starts in the DC universe. This story centers around Batman helping the Zur Robin that was revealed to be a clone of Bruce that Zur had created. He's trying to help the clone come to terms with what's going on, and it turns out that Zur made the clone bodies kind of like the clone bodies in Star Wars. They're aged rapidly. However, unlike in Star Wars, Zur didn't really have a plan in place to stop it. He was just going to clone Bruce over and over again and have an endless supply of disposable Robins. And that's really the point of this book. Bruce spends the time running around trying to find ways to halt the aging process in the clone. Along the way, he visits the Zur Cave, which is an off-site location, not the one located in Wayne Manor. He comes to a realization at a certain point that Zur had resources. He had technology and equipment and things separate from him. How the hell did he do it? He pops into Wayne Tower, and as the memories start flooding in, he realizes Zur had money. Bruce finds a secret computer, and once he's done accessing all the accounts, it turns out that Zur had squirreled away a little over $3 billion. So not only is this book undoing the damage that Zur has done, because you see throughout this book, Batman's surrounded by his allies, and he's trying to help the Zur Robin. Everybody, it's like a healing issue. Now, not only have they undone all the tension and the drama and the mistrust that's been created in this book for the longest time, they're even undoing something that happened many issues ago where Bruce lost his fortune, because now he has $3 billion at his disposal, and somehow the IRS isn't going to be all over his ass for it. Not only are they undoing Bruce not having his money anymore, they're even going to undo him not having a real hand pretty soon, because while the clone is deteriorating and seems to be accepting his fate, when he was about the same age that Bruce is now, the clone lops off his hand and it's preserved in some fluid, seemingly because the clone realizes there's really nothing that Bruce is going to be able to do to stop it, and he wants to give Bruce this gift. There's probably so many other ways they could have gotten him a real hand back, or they could just not have lopped it off in the first place, because it's not like it mattered. Whatever. Fortune's back. Hand's coming back. What else are they going to undo in this book? Well, ultimately, Bruce isn't able to save the clone, and Bruce fulfills his final wish, which is to go see Wayne Manor one time and have a real memory of the place, not just Bruce's implants. While they're there, they get to talking, and this sparks something in Bruce, and towards the end of the issue, Bruce reveals to the family that he's bought the manor that the Joker, at the start of the Mind Bomb storyline, had firebombed. He's renaming it Pennyworth Manor. He's fixing it up himself, and he wants the kids to all move in there when they want to. Fortune back, hand back, a new manor. They even say, hey, does it have a cave system underneath it? Kind of jokingly. And he says naturally, well, I have an idea for that too. As the issue comes to a close, Selina even makes an appearance after Bruce moves the clone body to Pennyworth Manor to be laid to rest. They have a brief conversation where he talks about how he wasn't in his right mind, things like that. He even offers to have her move in with him, which she kind of laughs at, but she does go in to just talk about his plans for the future. So, Bruce has his money back, he has his hand back, or he will soon. He has a new manor where all the kids are going to be under one roof again, and he seemingly has Selina at least back in his life, if not back in his love life. I think that's just about everything undone that this book has been setting up for the longest time. I will give Damian credit in this book. He points out the obvious, saying that they should actually be going after the failsafe body because the military took it and how can they let it? And Bruce showing that arrogance again right away, saying, we'll get to it, but that's not a priority. We got to help the clone. I admire that, but Damian has a point. At the very least, if you're going to sit there and focus on trying to save the clone, at the very least, send the rest of the guys out to go get the body. But that doesn't happen because they need the body for the Absolute Power storyline that's kicking off in the DC Universe. That's a 4-issue miniseries, and we'll talk about it here once that's all said and done. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you have a minute, head over to nerdaffiliated.com. There we have a merch store, and you can get yourself or a loved one the gift of some sweet, sweet Nerd Affiliated merch. Head over to YouTube, nerdaffiliated.com. Subscribe to the channel. For just $1 a month, you can join the Nerd Affiliated Army. You get a lot of perks. You can suggest stuff for us to do videos on. You can join the live shows, and you get exclusive access to longer videos. We have 2 live shows. Mondays, Nerdy Coffee. The boss cracks open the Excel sheets, reviews the box office weekend, and covers any nerd news that's happened. Pour yourself a cup of coffee and start the work week the best way I know how. Thursday nights, start to wind down your work week with the boss. Pour yourself a drink, join us in the chat, we have a lot of fun. Sometimes there's an unboxing, sometimes he has a guest. Sometimes he just shoots the shit with us about whatever's been going on this week. As he says, 2 different shows, 2 different vibes, both a great time. That'll do it for me. Steve, play me out of here, please.